Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you are doing well and that you have a great day. Let's start with the market cap. So today the global crypto market cap is at $524 billion, a 3.77% increase over the last day. Bitcoin is at $18,474, 2.93%, and Ethereum at $504, a 4.49% increase. Just have a look on the wall like that, it's way better. So as you can see, it's like green everywhere. So I think everyone's like when you see like those kind of number, price and percentage, but be aware that's nothing going up forever, so be safe out there. So we got like some quite interesting news for today, so I suggest we're gonna start with this one. So for reason why Bitcoin price is on the verge of a new all-time high, from Cointelegraph. So yeah, earlier today the price of Bitcoin hit $18,815 on Binance for the first time in nearly 3 years. So congrats to everyone who's been stuck in this bigger market and being just strong. So well done, guys. Following the breakout, BTC is on track to see a new all-time high in the near term for 4 significant reasons. So the first one, Bitcoin is seeing reduced sell pressure. For Bitcoin's holders to sell, they need to first deposit BTC to exchanges. When BTC exchange reserves drop, it often indicates that there is low sell side pressure in the market. According to data from Glassnode, the year-to-date Bitcoin balance on exchanges dropped 18%. Analysts at the one-chain market analyst firms say that BTC liquidity is continuing its downwards trajectory. This trend is significant because it shows there is hardly any appetite to sell BTC at the current price level, despite its rally from 3,600 to 18,700 within 8 months. So yeah, you see like the balance on exchange has been drastically dropped. And usually just like in a cold storage wallet like Nano Ledger. Okay, so second one, institutional demand is growing after BlackRock CIO of fixed income Rick Rader discussed Bitcoin on CNBC. Billionaires investor Mike Novogratz say BTC is now an institutional asset. During the CNBC interview, Rader say that Bitcoin is here to stay and that it has the potential to evolve. He suggested that millennials favor BTC and that the strengthening reality of digital currency becoming mainstream payment option were both major positive factors for BTC. Considering institutional trends, Novogratz say 2021 will likely be a good or better than 2020 for Bitcoin. He say, I do quote, Bitcoin is now an institutional asset, period. The good things is most institutions are not in yet. It's why 2021 will be a good or better than 2020, because to compare them, like retail investor, those kind of institution, like entity, it's taking way longer because they have some rules, inside the industry, in the business to follow. They cannot just jump like that, like you're gonna do, like by yourself. They're not FOMO like as we doing usually, like us. And the third one, like the market is spot driven amidst a sell side crisis. On October 10th, a cryptocurrency derivatives traders known as Light say Bitcoin is showing signs of a sell-side liquidity crisis. He noted at the time, I do quote, Bitcoin is experiencing the beginning of a sell-side liquidity crisis. It has always been like oil on crack. Production is entirely inelastic. Demand, meanwhile, is reflexive. The performance of Bitcoin throughout the past 2 quarters depicted a clear lack of sellers in the market, particularly after the halving, which occurred in May. The declining selling pressure on BTC is a notable positive. In addition to the decline in sellers, crypto derivatives traders countering Clark noted that the spot market is leading the rest of the market. He said, spot buyed in here taking the lead. He's here taking the lead, sorry. The spot market leading the derivatives market is important because the latter enables traders to use high leverage. Just quick leverage, guys, be aware, because many people, when they just start to trading, they think that they can straight jump into leverage market with 5, 10x, 100x, and it's at that moment that you're gonna lost all your funds because you don't really know what you're doing. So be sure that you really know what you're doing in those kind of exchange where they propose like leverage trading. Okay, so let's continue. When the future market leads a bull rally, the uptrend becomes susceptible to large price movements. And the last one, the fourth, it's maintaining $18,000 as support is critical. That's true. On November 18th, Bitcoin crashed from 18,500 to around 17,200. Minutes after reaching a 2-year high, the sharp rejection on the day shows that large amounts of sales orders were filled above $18,500. Today's second breakout above 18,500 confirmed that there is enough momentum in the market to break through crucial multi-year resistance level and flips them to support. So yeah, so around like 18,500 now, we have like a massive buy and sell order that's create like some resistance and support. So we're gonna see if this momentum is gonna continue. Based on the combination of these 4 factors and the fact that global central banks' policies of continued liquidity injection may raise inflation, the probability of BTC securing a new all-time high soon remains high. Yeah, that's true. And in my opinion, we may have maybe a little drop just because it's healthy, like to have like some pullback, just sit a little bit on the sideways on the market, and then boom, explodes, go through like all the previous resistance and make support over there, and just cross 20k, and then we're gonna see how it goes then. But yeah, all right, so let's jump on the next one. It's just about like general, like about the market cap. So Bitcoin's 14% weekly increase highs the all-time high, the crypto weekly market cap update. So just like in general, like what's just happened and then So, ignoring all known rules of gravity, Bitcoin is taking for the skies, and it shows absolutely no signs of slowing down. This week, the cryptocurrency is up by another 14% and is currently trading just above 6% below its all-time highs of around $20,000 reached in December 2017. If, for people was there. Um, the week started off fairly calmly, and some were even thinking that there is a correction incoming. This was not the case, as right after the weekend, BTC started moving up. It breached its former highs on Wednesday and managed the break that record against today, hitting a intra-week highs of around $18,850 on Binance. The entire market cap reached 520 billions as well major as all major cryptocurrency are well in profit. Some of the most notable gainers include Litecoins up 27%, Ripple up 21%, Polkadot up 18%, and so forth. It's remained very interesting to see whether or not the current rally will go on or if there is a correction looming. So far, however, odds seems staked in favor of the bulls. And just I don't want to say any mistake, but I think we went like for 5 weeks, like straight just green candle after green candle and after green candle. So we may see like a red one at some points, like, so just keep in mind, just we never know what no one can predict the market just by probability. DeFi, what about DeFi? So DeFi market also saw substantial increase over the past 7 days, a wide range of tokens including Sushi, Aves, Land, Compound, CRV, Yearn Finance, and so forth are charting double-digit increase throughout the past weeks. Elsewhere, some news. Ethereum's Vitalik Buterin spoke about the upcoming network upgrade, hinting that the transition to proof of stake (POS) may not actually occur for another year, while the ETH 2.0 depositor contract is live and has already seen more than 100,000 ETH going in. The network's creators say that less than a year is not realistic when it's come to the merging. In case, have been a very eventful weeks, and it's very exciting to see how the market will shape up in the coming days. After all, we are so close to the all-time high. Yeah, totally agree. Next up, some news like from Poloniex. Poloniex Exchange goes down on the brink of new Bitcoin's all-time highs. Is that a surprise? You never know, like Coinbase did like a few times. So yeah, just keep your crypto, your asset quite safe. Just use like some of them that you just only need for trading, and the rest just make sure to keep them like in cold storage wallet. It's really important about like when you store them like in exchanges, like it's never good, like it's not safe at all, guys. So it's just on you. If you lost your Bitcoin in the exchange, if they got hacked, for example, so let's jump over this one. So with a new all-time high in sight for Bitcoin, crypto exchange Poloniex recently went off. Bitcoin has yielded exuberant upward price action in recent weeks, as well as catching growing attention. When traffic becomes dense on exchanges, the systems sometimes go down. That's a surprise. And looking out traders, this has happened with other exchange in the past, as well as including BitMEX and Coinbase. Poloniex is now out of maintenance mode. Poloniex posted in the follow-up tweet on spot and margin markets are in post-only mode and withdrawals are temporarily enableable. Meanwhile, Bitcoin remains painfully close to its all-time highs near $20,000. This year has since seen a significant amount of mainstream financial attention on the asset. Paul Tudor Jones, Jack Dorsey Square, and MicroStrategy have all jumped on board, buying big positions in the digital coins. So now they are part from the community. Congrats to them, It's always good to have those kind of person, I don't know, guys, if you're realizing, but we are part of the revolution, in about like digitalization, about everything, so yeah, this is crazy. Next up, Ethereum has set a new record in 2020 is in these key metrics. So yeah, some news about Ethereum. 2020 has been a big year for Ethereum. Besides improvement to its price, more Ethereum address has been created in this year than in any others. There are now more Ethereum addresses than Bitcoin's addresses. Ethereum today it's its highest price since 2018. But the network's far more popular than it was 2 years ago on metric shows. So yeah, have a look over there. Just zoom a little bit. Boom. According to data from Glassnode, more Ethereum address held ETH this year than in any other years since Ethereum's launch in 2015. So yeah, you see, it just went nuts. Like so many addresses, and even more, addresses who hold the minimum of 32 Ethereum. That's gonna be needed for Ethereum 2.0 when it's gonna jump on proof of stake mechanism. So this year so far, the Ethereum networks added an extra 14,820,71 million Ethereum addresses. That's all the money. Wallets that held a non-zero balance. As of this writing, there are 49.6 million such wallets. That's an all-time high. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's very important. It's good to see number all the time go through the roof, and just keep growing. So that's mean that people get interested by that, and as well, even about people work on Ethereum. If you check some analysis, it's really just growing, so that's great. And 2020, for all of it, foibles, of which there are innumerable, has been a far more successful year for bringing more people to the Ethereum flock than the previous 2 years. The time period for which Ethereum really took off. Yeah, totally agree. And now we finally break through like the 500 kind of resistance, and we're gonna see if we're gonna held that. Finger crossed. But yeah. So it's a 13% increase compared to last year when the network added 13,120,403 million no empty wallet address, and it is a 5% increase compared to 2018, sorry. When it's added 14,114,642. So as you can see, number of new addresses per year. Bam, 2020, so And I feel maybe because people, it's all about like Ethereum 2.0, that it's on the way, not step by step it's gonna be, but people keep that in mind just to speculative asset. So that's why they doing, like this increasing in mass in 2020. And there are far more Ethereum addresses with a non-zero balance than Bitcoin. As this writing, there are 32.5 million Bitcoin addresses with at least some Bitcoins held within them, far below Ethereum 49.7 million addresses. Ethereum surpassed Bitcoin in May 2019. So yeah, it's been like since 2019 that just Ethereum just surpassed Bitcoin. Sorry, confusing. So yeah, and we got another news from Chainalysis. So Chainalysis sees rising 100 million in venture capital at $1 billion valuation. So yeah. So the Series C is being led by VC newcomer addition with participation expected from ACL, Benchmark, and Rebit. Forbes reported those three firms have all invested in earlier Chainalysis rounds. Once closed, the race will vault Chainalysis, a blockchain analysis firm that builds crypto tracing tools for governments and exchanges, into cryptocurrency unicorn status. Only a handful of crypto firms have notched $1 billion plus valuation. None have done it from the crypto tracing niche before. But the tracing industry is by all accounts booming. Governments, banks, exchange regulators, and investigators are clamoring for tools that help them trace Bitcoin. BTC, so it's like plus 5.27%. So the US government is particular pays millions to Chainalysis every year. Yeah, of course, they want to know what people doing with their cryptocurrency, from which address going to, from to, So of course they're gonna pay for, Yeah, not a surprise, guys, at all. Chainalysis has also reported a surge in new business of late. The firms increased its customer base 65% from Q3 2019 to Q3 2020. Recurring revenue also doubled in that period. So that was the news from Chainalysis. And let's jump into the next one. On friends, MicroStrategy wants to be in the Bitcoin business, not just an investor, of course. And we're gonna support you, guy. We're gonna support you, mate. MicroStrategy executives are on the hunt for blockchain experts who could help the publicly traded firm build a suite of Bitcoin data servers. Exactly what those servers may be, when they will come online, and how they will be monetized are still open questions. But in a November 16th conference call, Chief Executive Michael Saylor, who spearheaded MicroStrategy's 9 figures allocation this summer, told investors his firm is eager to leverage his business intelligence experience in the Bitcoin's data space. And I'm thinking just remember, I'm thinking they're not gonna be alone. It's like MicroStrategy is gonna jump into this opportunity, but many other ones gonna jump. It's just the beginning. there is an entire exploding universe of intelligence opportunities all wrapped around this kind of unique Bitcoin intelligence coming of the blockchain. And he said, we will explore it all. A first report by The Block. The comments mark a potential expansion from one of the single largest participants in Bitcoin's current bull run, from pure Bitcoin investor and node runner to a firm also in the business of Bitcoin. To be sure, we don't have any one thing that we are sure makes sense to commercialize yet, Sailor told investors. But the company is putting feelers out for new hire nonetheless. We are actively looking to source and recruit some talented folk that have expertise in blockchain that would like to join us on the journey, say Chief Technology Officer Tim Lang. So yeah, that's quite good news, from MicroStrategy. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed that one. Leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe to support Think Crypto Daily channel. Have a nice day and talk you soon.